As y'all will notice, I'm in a different portion of the house. I am actually in my garage where my altar and everything is, and where I normally sit to pack and everything. So I'm taking a break. And I wanted to talk to you guys about changing content and taking some of my videos off because it wasn't the way I wanted to go. And there came about some things, and my behavior wasn't the way that I should have been. And I'm not going to sit here and try to say I don't have a temper. I do. I've told people I have a temper, and I'm not going to say I don't. And I'm not trying to say, oh, poor me. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to make controversial topics anymore. And I, for one, didn't think it would turn out the way that it did. I didn't think it would have blown out the way that it did. To the point, death threats would came in, phone calls, harassment, like my kids getting threatened to get killed, my husband, my mom, people threatening to kick me out of my home, like different rancid behaviors over my opinions. And that's what I'm highly thinking it is. And what these people that I made these videos about don't understand is the person that they sent to attack me, the behavior is sick. And I'm not fighting with this person anymore. I'm done. And I want the behavior to stop. I've already been in contact with my police, YouTube, and I'm done. If it continues, it's going to go to the higher authorities, and there's going to be severe precautions, and they're going to get caught, and jail time ain't going to be the only thing they're facing. So, especially threatening children, threatening an elderly woman, threatening people that have not physically done no harm to anybody, it's stupid over opinions. So my content is only going to be that of which I approve, which is going to be my tarot cards, my unboxings, things dealing with the supernatural, things of that nature, because I didn't think posting 3 videos was going to cause that much. I made a second video thinking it would have made up for my first behavior because of the people that I spoke with. It seemed that we had a good reprieve. And I apologized to the people, and I actually meant everything that I said to them. I'm not a two-faced person, and anybody that would actually come on here can tell you when I apologize, I 100% mean it. I am not two-faced in the least. Scorpios, for one, when we say something, we commit to it. That's something that, as me following my astrological, I'm 100% into it. And let alone being a witch, I'm not going to say something I don't believe on top of it, because I ain't trying to get more karma than I need. And yeah, I made the videos. That's why I said I mainly blame myself, because if I didn't make the videos, things wouldn't have blown up as bad as they did. So I blame myself mainly. But the point where my children got involved, that's the point where I'm very upset with the other adults involved in this, because my kids should not have been brought into this matter. My mother, my husband, and I understand there's no such thing as the hacker thingy, whatever. I understand you could search me up on Google. I did the same way, and I'm kind of pissed off at the internet right now because you can get my information pretty easily. So I'm not very happy. So, especially because I do have a criminal background, because I made a mistake once. So a lot of my stuff is on there, and I'm not going to say I'm innocent. I'm not. I made a mistake based on something that I did with the job, and my job I trusted, and I shouldn't have trusted my job. I should have went and did the correct things, and I didn't. And I learned through my mistakes, and now that's why I do everything the way that I do. But as everybody learns through mistakes, I'm not going to keep creating same mistakes. That's why I took down the confrontational videos, and I'm not going to put them back up because I'm not trying to cause anybody issues. Anything that makes me upset, I didn't go to nobody. I didn't call anybody out. I didn't leak anybody's personal information. I didn't threaten anybody's livelihood. I didn't threaten anybody's children. I didn't threaten anybody's family. I didn't threaten anybody's job, their business, their livelihood, their personal life, or anything. My whole entire life was threatened. And a lot of people don't understand that when you do something foolishly after going talking to someone that's sick in the head, you don't know what kind of thing you're unraveling. So you might want to be careful because you might send somebody after someone and they actually might believe that they can do this. And you know what? Someone might show up at my house and actually try to do something to me. And believe me, if something does start happening, I'm going to sue and I'm going to press charges on everybody. And believe me, they can track through my computer everybody that started something because I've already told the police I will gladly turn over my computer to where they can track everything. And I'm not playing. I have nothing to lose by turning this over. I can always get another computer. It ain't nothing because I can get out and get a job. I'm not ashamed to work. I'm glad to work. I'm glad to earn money. And I'm glad to work an honest, due diligent job. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a hardworking person. I always have been. Anybody that knows me can tell you I'm a hardworking person. And especially when my family has been brought into it, it's just horrible. So, changing from that darkness, going on to something lighter. My jaw has went down swelling, which is good. The antibiotics have been working. They gave me 1,000 milligram of amoxicillin, and it's been working really well. And I'm really glad that it's worked as well as it did. And I'm just waiting for everything else to run its course. And hopefully I'll be able to do the tarot reading tonight if I feel up to it, because with the stress that's going on, I haven't even want to been near the computer. I've enjoyed my phone blowing up nonstop. It's been lovely, the harassment I've been getting, which I've loved talking to the cops about, which they're tracking every phone call I'm getting. So harassment is lovely, especially when you're pressing charges. Mm-hmm. And so when this person does get caught, jail time's going to be bittersweet. So just so you know, I am pressing charges. FYI. Also, besides the tarot reading, the unboxing that I will be doing will be possibly Monday or Tuesday. And I'm not going to make, any silly things about that. Anybody wants to ask questions about the unboxings I do, you can. The first boxing is going to be Witch's Moon. That is a subscription that's here in the United States. Which you normally get like little sachets of herbal things that you can use through your castings. You get a beeswax candle, which is pretty large. They have 2 other subscriptions that you can get, which has smaller stuff that's for your witchy castings that you can use. Um, I get the bigger one because I like, the different stuff that you get in it. You get more of the more witchier stuff in the witch's moon. My mom likes the smaller stuff because she likes the jewelry. I like more stuff for my altar. So I get the witch's moon. Um, but normally you get 2 sachets of herbs, sometimes more. You get a lovely art print. Um, you get normally the theme of the box. It tells you what you're getting in it, and then you get a really like beautiful piece that comes in it that makes the box well worth it, and it's like worth it. Period. Um, if anybody wants beauty stuff that witches do, let me know. Um, I'll put that up, which I do get BoxyCharm. Um, my witch casket, I will be getting that later in the month because that gets shipped out from the UK. I do love a lot of stuff from the UK because I like their stuff because it is cruelty and vegan free, and it doesn't have a lot of the bad parabens that we have here in the States. And I tend to lean more towards their stuff. Like I have the hex box from them, I get the witch casket, and I like a lot of stuff from the UK. So I got onto them from Jake Monroe and his girlfriend Kaya, which is Toxic Tears. They're two of my favorite YouTubers besides a few of the other ones from the UK and London. Um, and I also have some close friends from the UK and London, so I lean towards that a lot. Um, what else? I can also walk around what is on my altar, how to do your basic altar setup. It doesn't have to be anything majorly expensive or massively adorned. You could do anything you find out in nature. It doesn't have to be, anything big. Um, Mine started off stuff with like stones, sprigs, antlers that are naturally shed by animals, like of course deers, stags. Sometimes I found hooves that like hoof sheddings that I put on my altar. What else? Acorns, different types of things that come in the season. I put that on there. Different types of tree bark, petrified wood, different things that look really cool on your altar. It doesn't have to be expensive stuff. Cheap Halloween stuff that you can get at the dollar store. I mean, you could put anything really cool and spooky items on your altar to decorate it that looks really awesome. Um, uh, like stuff like that. I can give you like kind of like an altar haul. Um, Basic stuff like that, which I would completely enjoy that because I get a lot of fun playing with my altar, redecorating it, revamping it. That's just my enjoyment is playing with my altar, casting. Um, Also, it's another thing too that we get with Witch's Moon and Witch's Casket. We also get herbal teas, and I love doing the herbal teas and sitting around my altar and kind of like inhaling them while I'm doing different things with my altar because then I feel like the true witchery of my nature. And then sometimes doing a spread close by my altar while I'm reading tarot, like doing the whole thing. Um, which I plan to get some new runes so I can also do like a whole teaching on reading runes on here too. If not, I could leave that towards more of my actual teaching group that I have. Um, that's just completely up to whomever. If y'all have any suggestions, if it's going to be controversial, just leave it at the door because, like I said, I'm done with controversy. Um, it's been a headache. It's actually been a heartache. I'm done with it. I'm completely done. It's Believe me, if I could go back and talk to myself this last week, I would have kicked myself in the ass and been like, fuck no. Do not do this controversial shit because it's not worth it. It's going to be a headache for your family. It's going to be bullshit. and it's not going to be worth for your subscribers. It's not, and most importantly, it's not important for your family. And for anybody out there that really thinks that doing controversial stuff is important, unless you're going to be like a news reporter and you're really out there trying to get a message out there, it's not important. It's really not. Seriously, all this crap that I had to go through in the last 4 days, all this drama within 4 days has been the most bullshit I've been through. And it's not over anything I believe in. It's not anything I even support. I mean, I've had people attack my belief, and I haven't even went after people that's attacked witchcraft, paganism. I stay in my own lane because I feel, what, they have their right to attack and have the right to believe whatever they want. And I'm not going to sit there and go out of my way and just go give myself a headache or a migraine or pull a blood vessel in my brain to go and attack someone just because I just want to go talk shit to that person. No, I'm not going to do it because it's senseless. It's senseless that I made the post on here. I did it because someone asked. And yeah, people can say, well, you were influenced and you didn't really act upon yourself. True. But someone said they enjoy my content and they wanted to know my opinion. And that's where I messed up, is because someone said they enjoyed what I was saying on another post. And it was dealing with me standing up for people within being like lesbian, bisexual, transsexual, and people that were born that way and they couldn't help it. And that I felt that I disagreed with polyamorous relationships. And I made a big old post about it. And they commented on that post. And that's where they came in and asked me to make the video on what they wanted to make. And then I did a little research on like 10 articles that I did. And I dug deep that I did on the articles that I was researching. My mom helped me. And I thought I dug deep enough. And where I messed up is I got upset with the stuff that I was reading. And I shouldn't have got upset, because anytime that you're going to go in to research something, you should go in open-minded and not get mad. Because if you get mad at something you're reading, that should already tell you to delegate, not to do it. Because if you're getting personal feelings involved, then it's not for you to talk about. And that's where I should have known to be like a guy and pull out. But I didn't. I was like, let's run in. Let's run into the fire and let's see if we can get burned. And boy, did I get burned. I got burned like a dumbass. And that's where I messed up. And that's why I said, you know what? I'm going to openly admit I messed up, and I deleted 3 of my videos. It was no big deal to delete them. I just hope that people can understand that I admitted that I made a mistake and they just back off and the bullshit stops. But if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to resort to other measures, and I don't want to resort to other measures because I shouldn't have to, and that's why I'm trying to get away from the confrontation, because I wasn't doing confrontation. I was just doing things on thoughts, on my personal feelings, and I didn't create this place for that. And the only reason why I got to the polyamorous part is because there's people where I live that are trying to step into witchcraft. And first they were doing other stuff and they're losing money. And now they're trying to delve into other stuff to get more money. And witchcraft is part of it. And that's where it kind of got my attention. And that's why I started talking about the polyamorous area, because it should never be about money. It should never be about anything. If you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship. It should never matter about your belief. It should never matter about anything. And, You should never have to bring nothing into it, period. And I'm not getting into no confrontation whatsoever. I really don't. Do whatever you want to do. I mean, I'm getting to the point where people want to stick their fingers in electrical sockets. I'm just going to sit there and watch them get electrocuted. I'm to the point I really don't care. I'm just going to watch y'all burn. I'm getting to the point I'm just going to let y'all burn, because it's like I try to help, but it doesn't help. I try to give common sense where it's due, and I try to care, but it seems for us that the people that care, it doesn't really matter. It's like the people that care, it's like they're trying to light us on fire for having a heart. And it's like they want to stomp on you for loving other people and caring for other people and trying to help other people. And then it's just like, okay. And then, yeah, I know I showed my ass on some videos, but it's like, okay, I had other people coming in talking shit to me, but how would you act if someone came in your house, raising their voice, yelling at you, and you didn't know them from Adam? How would you act? You know, that's pretty much what it was. They came into my house raising their voice at me, and I didn't know them, so I only acted like a normal person would act. And yeah, I should have been like, okay. And I kept asking them, what was your issue? What is your argument? What is your statement? They couldn't tell me. And I kept asking them to leave. And it didn't happen. And at that point, I should have been like, you know what? Screw this. This is not going nowhere. Let me delete the video. That right there should have told me alone that it was problematic from the get-go. But me being the kind, caring person that I am, I thought that I can make a change, because like the song, I keep waiting for the world to change. And I keep thinking that I'm that one person that can help. And my husband keeps telling me that I need to quit caring sometimes because I care too much. And I'm starting to often wonder if maybe he's right. Because it's like every time I try to step out and try to give advice and do something good, like even when I came out and apologized, I still got kicked in the teeth. I still got kicked in the groin, because the next day I came and made a video that was updating on tarot and my health. I got harassed. I got fucking harassed. And I didn't do nothing wrong that day. And it pisses me off. Because if I would have done something that day that I deserved to be like demolished, I could understand. But I didn't do nothing to get demolished. All I did was say, hey guys, I probably won't be able to do tarot readings this week because I got myself so stressed out from headbutting with people and just letting them know I won't be able to do tarot reads. And my normal subscribers were in there talking to me. And out of nowhere, I had a whole bunch of people just wanting to cut me. And then I remembered what I said in my other video, that I was mad at a whole bunch of people because they threw me underneath the fire. And I was like, that's what's wrong. I said I was mad at a bunch of people, and I know who I said I was mad at. So another whole bunch of people were mad at me now. So instead of sitting here going and apologizing to another whole bunch, I was like, you know what? Because it ain't going to make nothing better. Because it's all going to be a bunch of he said, she said, I'm going to point this finger, 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 I'm going to point this finger. And I'm going to be like, you know what? I made a mistake, and the mistake's not going to be made no more. I'm going to stay in my lane. I really don't care what y'all do. Y'all do what y'all do. I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to stay away from y'all. That's all there is to it. Y'all can burn each other down for all I care. I don't even follow anything in that sector, so I really don't care. Can't respect it if I don't know nothing about it. So I'm not going to educate myself about any of it anymore because I really don't want nothing to do with it. And what happened with my family, I don't respect any of the sides no more because they all just, mm, mm-mm. And if any of them got a problem with me, the moment that they can tell me that death threats to children are okay, then we can have a conversation. We can have a conversation then because I don't want to hear it. So I was just going to give y'all a quick update, let y'all know what happened, let y'all know why 3 of my videos are gone, and let you know why my kind of temperament's changed, and let y'all know why things are changing on my channel a little bit. I'm still going to be my upbeat, sweet self, but that's why I'm kind of serious today. Because Mama Bear mode's out. I'm hurt. I'm not going to vent. I'm not going to do what the person asked me to. I'm not going to show my ass because that's what the person wanted. I'm going to behave calmly because, it ain't going to do me no good to get myself sick. And I just want my people to know that I love you guys and I'm going to be here still to teach y'all. And I'm going to stand by y'all strong. And I'm not going anywhere as long as I can. But if things get crazy, I will delete my channel. And if I have to, I'll delete everything I own. Because when it comes to my kids being at risk and my whole entire family being at risk, there comes a time in your life that you have to sit there and be like, you know what? Social media is not that important. Bullshit people are not that important. My kids are important to me. My family is important to me. And I don't care. I care about people, but my family is important. This is my legacy, and this individual does not know what that feels like. And I hope one day that they do. And maybe if they ever get a semblance of life, I really hope that they go through what I did. I really hope that someone threatens to take away what they have. Every last piece of it. So they can understand what they put me through. To understand the horror. To understand someone possibly sneaking into your homes, slitting your kids' throats and different things like that. Being that I admire horror movies, I have a very creative imagination. And being that I want to write horror movies, I have a very creative imagination. And I freak out easily. I have PTSD. I've been abused and I've had fucked up shit happen to me. So, yeah. It's not hard for me to sit here and think someone's that messed up. It's easy for me to know someone is. Because I see the chaos that the world currently is in, and everything was going fine until these 3 videos happened. And then this person got on my Doppler. I didn't know this person from Adam. Just out of nowhere, this person wanted to start messing with me. And there's nothing I can give this person. So, and there's nothing I am. But anybody that ever goes through something like this, don't ever give them what they want. Contact your local authorities regardless. Let them know what's going on. Get a hold of YouTube. Put up complaints. Stay in contact with your chief of police, which I have. They are monitoring everything I have, and it's not a threat. Because they will track and find these people because they do leave trails. They think they can hide and cover things, but there are CPU numbers because once upon a time, I used to be able to figure things out because I used to work for sites to where we monitor computer numbers and different things like that. So I'm not stupid. So people need to think about that. And saying people just need to be careful of what you say because there's crazy people out there. And if you think you're safe of saying things out and out here on YouTube, you can't, even based on your own opinion, you can get threatened, you can get bullied. People feel that they could subjugate you to their own beliefs, that they could tell you that you have to believe what they believe, or they can send somebody after you, to threaten your family. And it's really sick. And then you get people spamming your address, your old addresses, but still, even though they can find it on Google, but it's the point of they went to this extreme to harass somebody. So you need to be careful because I didn't think it would have went that far. But I'm not saying what the content was because I'm getting away from the content. I'm just giving y'all a forewarning for anybody who sees this to be careful of what you share because it gets dangerous based on opinions alone that people feel that they can control what comes out of your mouth. That they'll harass you to a crazy point, and I have not been harassed like this until my family got so mad to where they were calling me 20 times a day when they got pissed because my grandma started shit. And this is when I was like 10. I have not been harassed like that since my grandma was alive. So this is it's pretty bad. And it's hysterical. It's frightening. It's nerve-wracking. And it's just like, you know, and the thing is, you know, you think you're safe doing these things in your own home and doing them on videos and stuff. And actually, when people sit here can get a hold of certain things and you don't understand that, you know, putting certain things up, people can find your stuff easily on just typing your name up. So you have to be more careful. So be careful of the topics you share. And I'm learning this the hard way myself. So the stuff that I'm going to start sharing after this point is going to be strictly my witchy stuff, maybe video reviews, movie reviews, music reviews, things that won't get me crazy stalkers that are blowing up my phones, acting like a crazy ex-lover that I don't know, that I don't want to know, that I shit. Like, oh my God. It's so anybody, male or female, just be careful what you say, please. Because, you know, retracting 3 videos, it's crazy that you had to go to that extent. But I'm learning because this is my first time ever having a YouTube. And I've seen so many other YouTubers have so many, and I follow tons of YouTubers that I've never seen having to retract anything, only but for the sense of, you know, shits and giggles, you know, like Markiplier. Only time he deleted something was just for the fact of, remember, everything's not here forever. And it was just for a laugh, you know, nothing to be serious. I had to do it just, you know, to get someone to calm the hell down, you know, out of seriousness, that I kind of figured out I know what the problem was. And it's pretty bad. That's what it was. That I kind of put 2 and 2 together, that I knew what it was. And it kind of makes my blood boil, but it's okay because it teaches me whom to avoid, whom to just to stay away from, to really stay away from, and who's really not worth my time, who's not worth the work. And just like I said, everyone just please be careful because it's just ridiculous. That I've had to pound my brain trying to figure out, did I wipe my ass wrong? Seriously. But no, alas. Pissed off at errand boy for somebody else. But it's okay. I just feel bad for the other people that are stirring the wrath for these people. Because there's two sides of the coin. So, anywho. So, tarot card reading. I will be updating Samhain. Adding new stuff into Book of Shadows. I did get a spoiler because my mom got a Witch's Moon box and she got a new Book of Shadows. So I've been getting new sigils and new runes and different things. And I think I'm going to do some playing this week because I'm kind of got the itch for more reasons than one to start playing. And I know some of the girls in the groups are wanting to play, and I've been talking to them. So let me go ahead and give y'all a look at the altar because I've been promising y'all. And my garage is a bit of a mess because I've been packing. So let me give y'all a look at the altar because I've been packing a wee bit. But this is the altar. That is an antique offering bowl that I found that has trash in it, which should not have trash in it. My grinder bowl for my CBD should not be over there. Jeffree Star grinder. Yes, CBD advocate, okay. They have CBD in bud. We have Mother Maiden Crone up there next to Hecate and Dios Los Muerte. We do have crosses because we do have crosses in the craft. We have my Ishnu Celtic. Is that Celtic or is that my Viking one? It might be my Viking one. There's a whole bunch of stuff up there. We have my snuffer when we do the saging with my feather. Moon water. We have Lady Bass, which is the white kitty. Here, I'll zoom in so y'all can see it. We got the bell and different things. If it was better lit in here, y'all would be able to see it better. But with the box in the way, you can't see shit. Anyway. It's a little bit dark in here. Plus with my giant pet rat roaming out here. Yes, I got a pet rat too. Willard running around out here. Anyway, but yeah, those are the updates. Oh, when I was talking about the CBD bud, y'all, they sound like this. This one's a little bit more broken up. Where's the actual one? They have them like that. You can see it. And it's actual CBD. You can see CBD. So, and you can grind it up in the grinder just like actual cannabis. Ugh, Miss Squeezy. And smoke it up. And I actually like the new grinder I got because the grinder I have is freaking pink. And I'm not no pink chick. So I got me a blue one because I prefer blue. So yeah, got me a big ass baby blue one from Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star Advocate, yes. Even though I'm going to keep the pink one as a backup, but yeah, buddy. You know, I don't know why I'm taking it out of the box because I'm packing. Anyway, so yeah, that's all the updates. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and show y'all a little bit of the CBD before I head out of all the different goodies, since I did tell some of the people on here I'd show some of the CBD products. They have some like these. They look like cigarettes, but it's actual CBD. It's actually pretty cool because I do not smoke cigarettes. Funk that. Your girl does not smoke cigarettes whatsoever. I quit that shit. And it does say straight up. Where does it say? Yeah, it says hemp cigs on it. Straight up. It says bud. And then you get these big old ones. These are the new ones we have here, which they haven't had a chance to label them, but they're the big cones. I loves them. What I mean by label them is they have them labeled like this, and they're kind of straight up, and they come like taped together like that. So I'm a straight up advocate for CBD cannabis getting 100% legalized because I use it for 100 different things. For one, since I broke both ankles, and some days it's hard to walk. So I was trying to tell that story on one of the videos before I was getting rudely interrupted. With the ankle pain I get, my left ankle I completely broke. So my left ankle, it's easy to walk on my left ankle because that one got completely broke. So that's easy to walk on. That my left ankle doesn't hardly hurt at all. I have a CBD rub for that. It helps. Now my right ankle, she didn't get completely broke. Now when I walk on her, the way she broke, it's like a weird shatter broke that happened with her. So the pain that I get in that bone is a hell of a worse. And there's a fluid that gets in between it. And so it sucks. And then I started packing on weight when my mom had open heart surgery on top of it. So they said I had an extra release of cortisol level. If people don't know what that is, it's kind of like an extra flow of hormone that gets released in a woman's body. You can research it up if you don't know. It kind of puts a lot of fat on a woman's body when there's a lot of stress that's released in a woman. Cortisol is a thing that gets released in our body. And being that I'm an only child, when I was thinking my mom was going to die because her now ex-husband, I didn't know it, at the time when she was having open heart surgery and she came home, he was actually slowly poisoning her. And I literally thought my mom was going to die. And actually at that time, I was sitting at 160. That's my perfect weight. And I was very small. I was healthy. I put on easily 200 pounds because how much stress I was under. He was threatening to kill my kids. At that time, he was threatening to kill my husband. He was threatening to kill my grandmother. So I was under a lot of stress. And it took me pressing charges on him to get him to leave. Because he wasn't going to leave. After he told my mom, once I got us away from him in an apartment complex, he had promised that the trailer that he had got, it was going to be my mom's. And he didn't want to leave. And I told him at that time that he promised that trailer to my mom. That he said that if things went south, that he was going to give it to my mom and he was starting crap. And I said, no, it's my mom's home. You promised, because I had us at an apartment complex and you said you would do anything to get my mom back. And you said, that's her home. I said, you're not taking it away from her. You made a promise. I had us away. I had her away from you. You have no excuse. So this is a different subject, all in the matter. So he actually put his hands on me. I tried to get away from him. Then he grabbed my hands, trying to make me hit him. I pulled myself away and he almost dislocated my wrist. Cop was trying to take his side. I had to call and talk to the cop's lieutenant and literally about ready to press charge on the cop, because he wouldn't at that time take the charge until I called and talked to his boss. Cop almost lost his job. So cop had to come back, take it, and then go turn it in. And then they came back to almost arrest dumb butt. So got lovely PTSD from him. The fools tried to kill me more times than once. Coming back from a job, car was coming. He was going as slow as he could. If it wasn't for me slamming his knee down on the gas pedal, car would have hit me right here on the side, and the way it would have crushed me, I would have died instantly. I had a 3-year-old. I had a 6-year-old at the time. Would have been left without a mother. So yeah, have extreme PTSD. Extreme. This fool has been messing with my head up until the point he left, telling me that he was going to take my mom from me. He was going to make her hate me, that he was going to take everything from me. So yeah, this person was extremely volatile. And it's luckily that I have anything to do with people in general. So, I mean, things are just, and certain things that flare up, like this whole thing coming up, it just flared this all up for me. So this was very bad. And this actually flared my temper up. This is why I blew up as bad as I did, because it brought up very bad topics for me, very dark matters for me, and it makes me want to start fist fighting people. And then people don't understand that I've also been injured because I also played football. I fucked up my back. And I'm actually, you see, I do have a bike. I do work out. I have weights. I am trying to lose weight. I've taken different things. I've started, which I don't want to get surgery. I want to do it natural, because I think surgery, to me, sometimes is an easy way out for some folks. I know some people can't help it, because some people do need the surgery, because some can't help it because they were born that way. They were born naturally big, and I know they need the surgery. But other people, they just do it because they don't want to stop eating. Me, I'm very active. I can actually lose the weight. It's just I need to cut the soda out of my diet again. But I got to the point, I got depressed again, and I am on multi-depression medication because of the PTSD, the anxiety, and different things like that. I got to the point I just gave up again because things flared up again for me. And when you fall into that rut, you just don't give a flying flip. That's what people don't understand. That's another reason why I made the YouTube channel, is because I wanted to reach out to people that had the issues that I did And through me maybe possibly working out, losing weight, people would get motivated, because like even on certain things I did where I was posting pictures of me working out and people seeing me lose weight, I was motivating some of my friends to even lose weight. So that was a few years back. But then I stopped again because that's when I broke my freaking ankle. If it ain't one freaking thing, it's another. But I'm going to start picking it back up as of today, because me getting pissed and upset, I kind of got my rotor moving. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start working out no matter how much I'm hurting right now. I need to start putting my gear into it and I need to start moving. But like I said, for a message for those. Be careful of the content you are sharing. I'm not making threats to people. I'm just sharing certain things because I'm tired of the harassment, and enough's enough. And I'm just letting people know that if they're making channels and if they see my video, they come up across this video, just be careful of what you're doing. There's sick people out there. There's people that think that they can influence certain things, that they have certain things they can get by with, that they could blackmail you, that they can manipulate you, that they're narcissistic enough. No, they're not. And me, I know how things work. So I did this for myself. I didn't do this because someone put me up to it. I did this because I needed to do this for myself. Because I am a fighter, I'm not a victim, and I'm not going to have someone try to quiet me down. And I got rid of my videos because I made a mistake, not because someone made me. It's because it went too far. Because, like I said, I had four fingers pointing back, even though other people were also to blame. But I was the main runner, so I made an open where, yeah, I made a mistake. I openly admit that. But other people need to step up and admit they made a messed up mistake because they put someone in my lap that did not need to be in my lap. So they need to get this fool off my lap before I make him their problem next. And believe me, they will get drugged down with him if it doesn't quit. And believe me, I will start looking for them next. And so will the police. Because I will figure out who put this person in my lap. And it's going to get ugly. So it's not a threat. Because my children, as I've said, when you threaten the safety of my kids, that's where a line has been drawn. And I have every right protecting my kids. And any father or mother in my predicament would agree. So anybody that doesn't have a kid does not know where I'm coming from, but anybody that does would understand where I'm coming from. And even if someone's a big brother or big sister that actually cares, would understand if someone's like threatening your sibling. It's almost the same thing. So I just wanted to put that out there. So just think about that. Because if you make a confrontational video, you could be in a worse suit than I'm in. Right now, things are okay. It's a lot more calmer the last 2 days than it's been. But, you know, that's only the way the tide will tell. But like I said, I've been in touch with who I need to be in touch with, and I'm staying in touch with them. And I've had proper authorities looking into certain things, and I'm going to keep them looking into certain things. And I advise everybody else to do the same. If anybody sees anything weird happening on my channel, please report it. If you're here for a tarot card reading, if you see anything weird happening, please report it. If I'm not here, if you see anything weird happening, please report it. See any suspicious activity, and if you know it's not me, please report it. And pretty much, I think that's it because I've said everything I needed to say in the amount of time and space that I've had it. And I think I'm going to smoke some CBD and then go eat me a little bit of breakfast and take my morning pills because my anxiety and depression starting to kick in a little bit. And I had to take this stuff twice a day. It's grand. It's my life. Until CBD and Canada. Well, CBD is already legalized, but I just hate having to explain to the doctors every day, why do you got to smoke CBD? Well, for one, not going there. Anyway, wherever y'all are, y'all have a good morning. For those who love me, I love you. For the haters who hate me, keep hating. I don't care. You have one job and that's your job, so keep hating me. I don't care. I'm done caring. Like I said, I used to care. I don't care no more. I'm done caring. It ain't gonna do me no good to care. I can't change your mind anyway, and I'm not gonna try. Ugh. Anywho, y'all have a terrific, terrific, terrific Saturday morning, and y'all be safe on your commute wherever you're headed. And y'all just be blessed wherever you are. And just remember, be good to one another as much as you can because we don't know how much time we have left on this miserable, miserable earth because a lot of people are miserable and I'm trying to make the best of it. And we have a lot of miserable people here that are just trying to rain down on it. And I'm sick and tired of these miserable people, to be honest. And I've been begging to be taken back up by the mothership because I'm tired of all these people just complaining that they're unhappy. And I'm putting a sticker on my forehead because shit, man. I don't know. I'm being a dork just because that's the type of person I am. Because, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, no, I haven't smoked no CBD yet. That's just naturally how I am. I'm a dork. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just trying to appease myself right now from being anything but else. I'm trying to cheer myself up from the non-moment of bliss that I wasn't having. I would sit here and smoke CBD with y'all, but I don't think YouTube would be happy about that. So I'm not going to do that right now. I do that elsewhere, but I can't do that here because they'd be like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm not trying to get kicked off YouTube. Not yet, at least. Anyway, like I said, behave yourselves. Don't be like me. Don't put up controversial stuff that's going to get you harassed. It's not pleasant. Not in the least. It's a migraine. Made my ass twitch. Made my ass twitch a lot. Oh my God. Ugh, it's horrendous. Yes, I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying. It's probably not working, but I can try. I could try a lot. Anywho, I love you guys, regardless, and that's why I'm still here trying. And even though if my channel don't last long, and if it burns out, it burns out. I tried. I tried to do my best, and as fickle as it may be, as fickle as it may come, I tried to do the best thing that I could, and that's just to help. And sometimes being a helper, sometimes it doesn't come cheap. Sometimes you get kicked when you help people and you get bullied for doing it. You get bullied for helping out, the wounded. And, that's what happens out in the animal kingdom. You go back and try to help the wounded lion, then the whole pack wants to bite you. You just got to be the stronger lion and take on the whole pack yourself and see if you're the alpha. The bad thing is I am the alpha. Thing is, I don't want to fight though. But I have a lot of poison in me, and the thing is, I don't want to be that way. I try to take the higher road. I don't want to be that person. I used to be that person. I used to have a lot of darkness in me. I'm trying to take the higher road, and I'm trying to do the uplifting thing. People see I have bite in me. I don't want to keep showing that side of me. I'm trying to get away from that. I'm trying to keep myself balanced. But it seems that people like seeing that darkness in me, and I do not know why. It's like it's hot to them. They get off on it. They like that darkness. For some reason, they get off on it more than anything. It's like entertainment to see someone get pissed. And it's like, dude, go watch old school things of Jerry Springer live. There's a whole slew of his old shit, probably on a fire stick. There's a whole bunch of shit of people getting pissed and poor guy, bald dude, Steve, having to pull fuckers off of each other. Oh my God. I remember that. Jerry. Oh God. It's probably why half the youth is the way that it was back in my youth, why we were all so pissed watching Jerry Springer too much. We all thought we belonged on Jerry Springer fist fighting with each other. That and Ricky Lake. And freaking, you are not the father. You are not the mother. Have someone tell you you're not the mother, but you're the one who gave birth. That's interesting. That would be a funny show. Give birth to a child and have someone tell you you're not the mother. That would be one hell of a show. Shit. It's an alien baby. Shit I would come up with. Man, that'd be on like Stranger Things or some shit. I've smoked too much pot in my youth. I fried a brain cell somewhere off in my left center brain somewhere that I can't undo. Anyway, I will let you guys go. And hopefully this will make up for my bloated boo-boo. And if not, there's nothing else I can do. I took down the errors that I made, and I don't know what else. I'm just not doing nothing else. So sorry. So, like I said, for my subscribers, know I love you guys. For those who would like to subscribe, you know the dilly. Click the likey button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, which I don't know if it really works on my channel or not. I don't get paid for this shizzle. I do it for free. Maybe one day I'll get paid for it. I don't know. I'm not even that important, which I don't know why anybody would mess with me. I'm so low on their freaking radar screen. I don't even know why anybody would mess with me. I'm like a freaking fly on a freaking turd. I don't even know why. Shit. I'm literally shit right now. I'm like shit of YouTube, and everybody else is like the Febreze of it. It's like, well, I don't know why I don't go mess with the Febreze and the potpourri of YouTube. No, they want to mess with the shit of YouTube. Why? It's crazy someone would openly admit that. But see, that's how honest I am. That's how crazy I am. I don't care. I would admit that because I'm that honest. I'm that blunt. And it's just like, why mess with, a little pea shooter? I would rather go mess with someone that has power. Someone that actually has some sort of voice. Someone that can do something for me. If you have power. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, if I don't quit, I'm going to be sitting here for another hour. And that's how normally it goes. As the story goes. And I normally entertain myself doing this shit. Yeah. Anywho, I will let you go. And if I'm not back today, I will be back Monday because I'll probably do like maybe a shit ton of videos Monday if I'm not back today because I might not be motivated. I'll just work out maybe a shit ton today, maybe, and just say, fuck it. Ooh, which maybe be the tone today. Work out a shit ton today and just say, fuck it. Kick the bucket and say, fuck it. Like Berserk and Eminem. Yeah. Yeah. That might be the tone. Because I still got to watch the last episode of Witcher, which, if no one saw Witcher, I will tell you now, I don't give spoilers, but it's actually a good season. And there's a season 2 coming out. So if y'all haven't watched it, I will tell y'all now. It's a good season 1 is worth watching. If you haven't seen it, thumbs up. Definitely go give it a watch. There's another good show. The girl that was on it and the guy who played Stanley on Netflix. Forgot the name of the show. Son of a biscuit eater. That's another good show. Totally binge watched it with my husband. It's actually really cute. But she has, I'm not, no. Just watch it. It's actually really good. You'll binge watch the crack out of it. It's like crack. It's that good. It's binge worthy. What's another binge worthy one? Well, those are the only ones I binge watch right now was The Witcher and that one so far. I know you're gonna laugh at me. Frozen 2 was good. Don't judge me. I actually like Frozen 2. Don't judge. I really liked it. I actually cried at the end. I got freaking emo at the moment. I have kids. I will be 80-year-old watching Pixar if I live that long. I'm going to hopefully watch Addams Family this coming week. So I'll let y'all know if it's worth it. I'm not giving spoilers. I don't give spoilers and anything like that. So if I'm going to be a reviewer on movies or TV shows, I will not tell you what it's about because I hate that when people tell me anything. My cousins are great about that, but I still love my cousins, so I don't get mad at them. I let them tell me, and I'm just sitting there just like, delete it, delete it, delete it. Don't listen, don't listen. But I still love them to death. Yeah. What else was good that I watched recently? Oh, it was from not It Part 2. Shining Part 2. The one with Rose the Hat. That was actually really good. It had some spooky moments. It was actually really good. If you want to watch a really good scary movie, that was actually really good. I didn't expect it to have the darkness in the movie that it did. But if you guys really want to watch a spooky horror movie, Doctor Sleep was actually really good. That one actually hit me on an unfathomable level. So that was a good movie. Music wise, in this moment is really doing it for me. Godsmack is always doing it for me. Five Finger Death Punch is always doing it for me. Shoot. There's just a bunch of new bands that's come out, so I'm gonna have to go through like my Pandora and my iHeart. There's some other stuff that I listen to too, so there's like tons of new songs I can tell y'all about. It depends on what genres y'all like, so I'll fill y'all in on different things. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'll fill y'all in more, just give y'all some basic updates, and that is it. I will go ahead and let y'all go, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Sorry if I kept hitting back to a certain topic. It's just, I was really stressed out this week, and this week wasn't my week. I was doing good up until I did the last video and my phone rang. And once that phone call came through, I call the cops right after. That's all I gotta say because it just, oh, it made me mad. I literally never thought that over a social platform people would ever get so stupid. Literally. I've never actually been harassed over social platform like this, believe it or not. Um, so I mean, I've had my friends do stupid stuff, um, but never to this extent. Never. I mean, I've had threats like my mom's ex-husband threatened me. That's because he's known me and had a reason to threaten me. But this person didn't know me from Adam, had no reason to threaten me. So that's what made it more scary and made it more of a psychopath, not what this person was making themselves out to be. They need to be in a mental ward. So, in closing, that's why I'm telling people if you're going to request me to make things, request me to do review on boxes, review on movies, review on clothing, review on witchy items, supernatural things, um, just not philosophy groups or sexuality groups or anything of the means, because it's taking all I have to literally go to these people right now and attack them. So you have to understand how much refrain I'm having to have and control I'm having to have. I'm having a lot. So I'm doing what the authorities told me to do and the higher ups told me to do. And just know that if push comes to shove, that I really think that it's bad juju. And it's not because of I'm not going to say nothing else because it's just stupidity in the finest. And it's okay because it just proved more of a point, not just to me, but to others, because I have big circles that I know. So, and believe me, it's spreading like wildfire from people that I know. And it gets spread word to mouth quicker than it does over social media. And that's what people need to stop and understand, that I know more people visually than I do social media. So, and they know what's actually happened. And it's going to keep spreading what's actually happened. And I'm going to let pretty much everybody in my town know what's happened. And it's going to go further out like wildfire because it's stupid that, like I said, the last ending point that I want everyone to stop and think about is when people have to bring life and death of someone's children in. That's doing more than crossing a firing line. When you're bringing life and death of a whole entire family in, They could threaten me as much as they want. I wouldn't have cared. As the same thing I told my mom's ex. You can come at me any way you want. You mess with my family, that's when you're going to have a new respect and fear for me. And trust and believe you will. And the thing is, everyone needs to take a step back and think about words and what they say to people. Because in any of the videos I made, I never made threats on anyone's family. I just told everyone to fuck off. That's the worst thing I said, is to go fuck off and get the fuck off my page. And that is my right, because they were coming onto my page, which is kind of like coming to my house, as I said earlier, and harassing me. I could have said, could you please leave my page because you're bothering me? Yeah, but I'm I'm very sharp. I'm like a very sharpened dagger, and I like stabbing, because I've learned that sometimes asking nicely doesn't get you what you need done sometimes, because I've been nice and I have asked them nicely to quit bothering me and it doesn't work. But in the same token, I've never bothered any of these people, but yet they've made it out of their way to come and bother me. I came out of their way to come say things to me, hurtful things, badgering things, saying things. I was fat, I was ugly, I was a fat bitch, I was a fat pig, I was a fat nasty pig, I was a fat mouth nasty whore pig, males and females. Harassment is harassment and is illegal by any law. This goes by male or female. Law doesn't segregate. Law doesn't judge based by sex. Law doesn't sit here and go, "Oh, you're not going to go to jail because you're a male. You're not going to go to jail because you're a female." Law is going to be like, "No, you're going to go to jail because you were actually legally, by standards, by judicial properties, you were actually harassing somebody that's never once bothered you, or never once went to you and made any sort of problems against you. They never, for one, went to you, went to your house, emailed you, stalked you, bothered you, anything, did anything to you. They don't even know you. So why are you bothering them?" They're going to look at my claim versus their claim, and they're going to look and go, "Okay, okay." And see, this is where my claim rests and where I would actually win. And it's not based on female, male, because I would be going against females and males right now because of the attacks. And they were very bad attacks. And I'm ashamed of my own sex, and I'm ashamed by males, because I would actually think that people in general would behave better, that we would be in a better day and age, that we wouldn't behave in such a manner over philanthropy. I don't understand mankind no more. I never really think I ever have understand mankind, because I've always thought that we could get along. I've always like stood with like Martin Luther King. I always thought like the Million Man March was awesome. I've always thought that Racism was bullshit. I've always thought how they done the Native Americans were wrong because I'm Native American. Different things like that. You know, and it's made me an outcast based on things that I see different. And based on my opinions, it's made me more of an outcast. And it seems that based on my freedom of voice and freedom of thought, that I'm still going to get bashed and I'm still going to get harassed and I'm still going to get bullied by both sexes regardless, and they can say and do, but yet they want to scream they're innocent. And I'm like, okay. But I did the right thing. I know that I should not have done the 3 videos and I removed them. The 3rd video I did was me getting attacked and getting my info blasted clear across America and just horrendous harassment. And that one was just stupid. And then I just took down some other ones that I thought maybe was showing too much. Maybe I think I took down maybe more than 3 that maybe was talking about some of the confrontational information that I was going to give, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'm never going to bring it up past this. And those topics will never be talked about because I, for one, would never threaten anybody's child. Thinking about hurting someone's kid makes me even feel nauseated. Because I love kids, even if kids are pains in the butt. I still love a child. I would pretty much adopt as many kids as I could possible. Because, I know there's a lot of children out there that need families, that go through a lot, that are in adoption places that need homes. If I could adopt them right now, I would. There's children out there that need homes. And I don't understand how someone could be that way. I don't get how they're okay with it. I don't get how they get off on it. I don't get how anybody gets off even threatening someone's family. But people are sick. They're not well in the head. So, in ending, I hope to see everybody back and know that I love and appreciate you guys. And I'm sorry for the chaos and the conundrums that happened. And it's not going to happen again because, believe me, I've learned. And I feel like I got thrown a rope that I shouldn't have grabbed. I should have just burnt the rope and let the person that threw me the rope burn with it. And that shows me that I can't trust everybody. And that goes to show my caring and kind side, that I think I can trust someone that professes to be a fan wouldn't steer me in the wrong general direction, that they really enjoy my content, that they like my content to keep up my good work. And I was, enthralled to do a good job because I like hearing that I'm doing good. Everybody likes to hear that they're doing good work when they're doing something that they enjoy. So that's kind of where I made the mistake. I got big headed and I was like, yeah, I'm doing something good. And I shouldn't have let that get the best of me. That's where I messed up. But everybody learns differently, and I'm hard-headed by nature, as other people can tell if they pay attention. So, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this video, as I've been saying. And hopefully I will see y'all tonight, if not later on this week sometime. So I might just hang out with the family, because right now that's what I've been doing the last few days, because with everything that's happened, I just literally have been, I'm normally around the family anyway, but that's where my main focus has been. I mean, it's pretty bad where you don't even really want to leave the frickin' house now. So applaud to my stalker. I feel like I'm in the movie Copycat with Sigourney Weaver. Anyway, know that I love you guys, as I said, over and over and over and over and over, because I really do. And I will do my best to help you guys out in the best way that I can. And I also have stuff that I need to do with my other students, because I've been telling them I was going to post them assignments to do as well, because they've been needing to do work, because they've all been talking about needing work done, and I need them to get to work. So I need to get them working. So I might start doing that on here too, is for those who are curious about learning about the craft on here, let me know, and I might start giving out assignments on here for students on here that are wanting to learn. Subscribe as well. It will start off with meditation classes, and everything always works with meditation. So we will start with that. Yes, witches use meditation. I know that sounds kind of kooky, but yeah. We also balance our chakras and everything else. And there's a loud train, so my phone's going to go off again in about 5 seconds. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. And y'all have a good Saturday and a safe Sunday if I don't see y'all back. And peace, love, and chicken grease and all that loveliness. And I will see y'all later. Bye.